the organizing team: Bangladesh Institute of International and Strategic Studies, Embassy of China in Bangladesh, and the Center for China Studies, to arrange such a timely seminar that will allow us to explore the evolving dynamics and future outlook of one of the most important bilateral relations that we have. Looking at the bilateral ties between Bangladesh and China, it is clear that the cooperation between the two have evolved in many ways, spanning from trade, defense, infrastructure to technology. On the economic aspects, Professor Devbruya Bhattacharya has adequately enlightened us, and I don't want to just bore you with repetitions. I would only reiterate 2 or 3 points. One, as mentioned, about non-tariff barriers. We face this in many countries, not only in China, but in other countries also, and we know that this impedes our exports. Second, for the current economic situation in Bangladesh, we need the debt rescheduling, these 2 points that has been made by Mr. Bhattacharya. About our failures to some extent of not being able to completely capitalize on the 100% duty-free access that China has given, I would say that it's basically our lack of competitiveness in many areas and lack of diversification. I think we need to concentrate on these two. We need to enhance our competitiveness and also increase our export baskets. In doing so, I would say that in this respect also China can be helpful. Chinese investments in Bangladesh, if it is increased, our competitiveness and our product basket increase can both take place, and it can be useful for enhancing the exports of Bangladesh to China. I would rather move to other issues. For example, we have a very important defense cooperation between Bangladesh and China. China, as we all know, is a major supplier of our defense equipment, and the modernization of our military services that we are looking forward to. I think we need a lot of cooperation in this respect from China. The other area is in defense is the cooperation in training of personnel. We have a very deep defense training cooperation, and I think this needs to continue and enhance it if possible. The cooperation with China has also increased and improved our capability in participation in the UN peacekeeping operations, which is important for our country. The other area which we all know and has also been mentioned by my previous authors, previous speakers, is the collaboration in the infrastructure development sector. Of course, there are some limitations, as has already been mentioned, and we need to overcome those so that the infrastructure development cooperation that exists between our two countries become more useful, more sustainable. We also need enhanced cooperation in the energy sector, both in green and traditional. Some projects are undergoing in various areas, and we hope that these will be expedited so that they can be completed in time and become more useful for the Bangladesh economy. One important area of cooperation between the two countries, as has been already touched by the ambassador, is technological know-how and communication ICT, information and communication technology. China, we all know, is one of the very leading countries in the whole world in these sectors, and we think that there is enough scope for cooperation in this respect. Development of our ICT sector, making it one of the drivers of our economic growth, and China as one of the leaders in this area can truly help us in this respect, both in the industries, industrial technologies, and also in the ICT. I would now come to a very important issue for Bangladesh, which is the, well, we call it or not, it's the Rohingya issue, but we technically call it the displaced people from Myanmar who have taken shelter in Bangladesh. We know that China has been cooperating with us in this respect for the return of the refugees. We know that there is only one solution to this problem, which is that the people who are lodged in the camps in Bangladesh have to go back to their homes. That is the only solution. There are other solutions which are often suggested, but none of those are viable. So this is the only solution, and in this respect, we want the support of the international community. China has been with us. We all know that there was also this trilateral dialogue sort of thing. Unfortunately, this and other initiatives have not resulted in any return of any of the Rohingya people to their homeland. I would suggest that we all know that China has a lot of influence in Myanmar. Let us accept the reality. And we would look forward to more active Chinese role in ensuring that we can send back these people who are in a very deplorable situation. Their rights have been trampled upon, and they should be allowed to go back with rights and security, so that we can get over this problem once and for all, and it is not repeated again and again as has been in the past. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we need to be creative in doing this, resolving this problem, and I look forward to future Chinese cooperation with Bangladesh in being able to resolve this issue. Over the past years, since the establishment of our diplomatic ties, China and Bangladesh have relentlessly valued each other as equals, pursued mutual benefits and advantageous outcomes. Both countries, from the very beginning, supported each other on the matters of core interest and worked together on a path to realizing the respective development. Hence, the diplomatic tie between Bangladesh and China has set an example of amicable coexistence and cooperative success. We look forward to the celebration of 50 years of our relations, and we are sure that we will have a number of good programs on this, both in China and in our country. Now, in the current situation, as Bangladesh has witnessed the most significant political change in its national history, the future of Bangladesh-China relations in a post-revolution setting requires a more comprehensive approach. It is likely that the post-revolution trajectory of Bangladesh and its future relations with China might be influenced by various factors, including Bangladesh's political stability and the changing dynamics of regional and global politics. Yet, although the future of bilateral ties between Bangladesh and China can be shaped by several factors, the core elements of cooperation in the aspects of trade and investment, infrastructure development, technology sharing, all these aspects are propelled by mutual interests in economic advancement and regional stability. In the coming days, along with focusing on the core elements, we can also expedite meaningful cooperation on several other emerging areas such as green energy, tourism, satellite technology, and climate change. Also, to devise a mutually beneficial future outlook of the bilateral ties between the two countries, new avenues of collaboration need to be explored by both our sides. Today's seminar will help us more to understand how the future course of the bilateral relations between the two countries will evolve in the midst of evolving internal, regional, and global dynamics. How this bilateral cooperation can contribute in reorienting Bangladesh's post-revolution economic trajectory, and how this bilateral cooperation needs to advance in the context of post-revolution Bangladesh changing political landscape. I wish this seminar a complete success. I wish Bangladesh-China friendship to last forever. I thank you all.
Thank you.